You are eating clean, you are working out, you're cutting out sugar, tracking your food, going to bed earlier, taking all the supplements people keep recommending, and you are still not losing weight. And the most frustrating part is that everyone around you seems to be able to eat a slice of pizza without their hormones completely falling apart. But for you, doing everything right still feels like running in quicksand. Here's what I want you to know before this video goes any farther. You are not broken. You are not lazy, and you are definitely not imagining it. There is a real biological reason why everything you have been told to do is not working for your body. And that is exactly what we are going to talk about today. Before we get into it, I'm Mackenzie. I have PCOS, Hashimoto's, and celiac. For years, I sat in doctors' offices being told my labs were normal and to just eat less and exercise more. I felt dismissed, exhausted, and completely lost in my own body. So I started finding my own answers. And once I did, everything changed. Since then, I've helped hundreds of women with PCOS do the exact same thing. If at any point in this video, what I'm saying sounds like exactly what you've been going through, and you want to learn more about how we can help you specifically, you can book a free call or download a free resource from our website. Now let's get into it. Let me start by saying something that most people in the health and fitness world are not willing to say. The standard advice for weight loss does not work for women with PCOS. Eat less, move more, cut calories, do more cardio. That advice is built for people with normal hormones, normal insulin sensitivity, and normal metabolic response. You do not have that. And no amount of willpower is going to override what is happening inside your body at a hormonal level. Here is what is actually going on. PCOS is not a reproductive condition. It is a full body metabolic and hormonal disorder. That means the way your body responds to food, to stress, to exercise, and to sleep is fundamentally different from someone without PCOS. When you cut calories too aggressively, your cortisol goes up. Cortisol is your stress hormone, and elevated cortisol tells your body to hold on to fat, especially around the belly. So the harder you restrict, the more your body fights back. You are not failing the diet is failing you. So when you do intense cardio 5 or 6 days a week, same thing is happening. Your cortisol spikes, and your body reads that as a threat. It suppresses thyroid function, it raises androgens, and it holds on to weight as a protective mechanism. So the more that you push, the worse it gets. And then there's insulin resistance, which is present in roughly 70% of women with PCOS. When your cells do not respond to insulin properly, your body keeps pumping out more and more of it. High insulin drives fat storage, increases androgen production, disrupts ovulation, and makes it nearly impossible to lose weight no matter how clean you're eating. So, you're eating salads, doing the workouts, doing everything right, and your insulin is still high, your cortisol is still elevated, your thyroid is underperforming, and your body is in full fat storage mode. That is not a motivation problem. That's a biology problem, and it requires a completely different approach. Quick pause here. If you just heard me describe insulin resistance and cortisol and thyroid and thought, I have never had any of those things tested, that is incredibly common. Most standard doctors are not running the full panel. They check 1 or 2 markers and everything looks normal, and you leave with no answers. That is exactly what we help women work through. We run the labs that actually matter and build a plan around what your body is showing us. If you want to know what is actually going on in your body, you can book a free call with us. Link is in the description below. We will walk through your symptoms and figure out where to start. Now back to the video. Now I want to go deeper because I think there is a missing piece that does not get talked about enough, and it is a piece that changes everything for high achieving women specifically. Stress is making your PCOS worse. Not the stress you feel in a crisis. I'm talking the chronic, low grade, background hum of stress that comes from running a career, managing a household, being everything to everyone and still trying to hold yourself to this impossible standard of health and productivity. Your nervous system does not know the difference between a deadline and a physical threat. Both look the same to your body. And when you are constantly in that state, your cortisol stays chronically elevated. And chronically elevated cortisol does four specific things that work directly against your PCOS. Number one, it raises blood sugar even when you're not eating. Your liver dumps glucose into your bloodstream as part of the stress response. That spikes insulin, and that promotes fat storage. Number two, it suppresses progesterone. Low progesterone means estrogen goes unchecked. That contributes to irregular cycles, mood swings, sleep problems, and more weight gain. Number three, it converts your inactive thyroid hormone to a form your body cannot use. So even if your TSH looks normal on a basic panel, your actual thyroid function may be sluggish. And sluggish thyroid means slow metabolism. Number four, it drives androgen production. More androgens means more facial hair, more acne, more belly fat, and more insulin resistance. So, the woman who is disciplined, driven, pushing herself every day, she is often the one suffering the most with PCOS. Not because she's doing something wrong, but because her lifestyle, the one she worked incredibly hard to build, is the exact environment where PCOS thrives. That is the piece nobody in the generic PCOS content world is talking about. They're giving you workout plans and meal preps to women whose root cause is nervous system that has been in overdrive for years. And here's what makes it even harder. When you're not seeing results, what does a high achiever do? She tries harder. She cuts more calories. She adds more workouts. She researches more supplements. And she pushes through more. And every single one of those responses makes the underlying problem worse. The answer is not more discipline. The answer is a different strategy built around your actual hormonal picture. I want to pause again here because I know some of you are watching this and realizing for the first time that stress connection is real for you. And if you want a starting point, we have a free resource on our website that walks you through exactly what to look at, what labs to ask for, and how to start understanding your PCOS from a root cause perspective. You do not need to be a client to get value from it. It's free. Link is in the description. Go grab it and come back. Now let's keep going. So, if standard advice is wrong, what is right? I want to give you 3 specific shifts that make a real difference for women with PCOS, especially the ones who have already tried everything. Shift number 1, eat more, not less. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but chronic undereating is one of the fastest ways to spike cortisol and tank your metabolism with PCOS. Your goal is not to restrict calories. Your goal is to stabilize blood sugar. That means eating enough protein at every meal, pairing carbs with fat and fiber, and never going more than 4 to 5 hours without eating during the day. When blood sugar is stable, insulin comes down. When insulin comes down, your body stops being in constant fat storage mode. Shift number 2, move your body in a way that lowers cortisol, not raises it. For PCOS, the research consistently shows that walking and low intensity movement outperform high intensity interval training for weight loss and hormone balance. A 30 to 45-minute walk actually lowers cortisol. A 45-minute HIIT class raises it. I am not saying never do intense workouts. I'm saying if you are doing 5 HIIT classes a week and not losing weight, that is your answer. Slow down first. Let your cortisol normalize. Then layer in resistance training, which does not spike cortisol the same way, and it builds the muscle that improves insulin sensitivity long term. Shift number 3, stop trying to fix symptoms and start testing root causes. Facial hair, weight gain, irregular cycles, fatigue, none of these are the problem. They are signals that something deeper is off. The only way to actually fix them is to find out what is driving them for your specific body. That means functional labs, not just a basic thyroid panel. We are talking insulin levels, free and total testosterone, DHEA, cortisol, full thyroid panel, including T3 and reverse T3, and inflammatory markers. When you have that information, you stop guessing. You stop following plans that were built for someone else's body, and you start making decisions based on what your body's actually showing you. That is the foundation of everything we do with our clients. And it is why women who have tried every diet and workout program for years start seeing real results when they finally have the full picture. If you made it to the end of this video, I want you to hear this directly from me. You have not been failing. You have been following advice that was never designed for your body. The women I work with are not lacking discipline or motivation. They are some of the hardest working, most committed women I have ever met. What they were missing was a strategy that actually matched their hormonal reality. If you are ready to stop guessing and start working with what your body is actually showing you, I would love to talk with you. You can book a free call directly from the link in the description. We will go over your symptoms, what has not worked, and what a root cause approach would look like for you specifically. And if you're not ready for a call yet, grab the free resource in the description as well. It is a great starting point. If this video helped you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it too. I will see you in the next video.